We're gonna come here because they want to play and they want to win.
Philly. I just
Like two chicken fillets, two fillets. Jay, two Chick-fil-A's.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
What's up, guys? We're back for another episode of the Big Cat Chat podcast. We're back for episode number 22. This is 2 weeks in a row. We're keeping it going. We're not missing another one. So yeah, today's a fun episode. We're coming off the bye week. First things first, how you doing, Shawn?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. I don't think anybody cares how Brian's doing, so we'll just keep moving on.
You know, I don't get paid enough for this. I'm doing fine, man.
You don't get paid enough for this? You don't get paid anything for this.
That was the joke.
I know.
Anyways, yeah, I'm doing good. I'm off tomorrow, so I'm excited about that, and got some things in the works right now with life itself. So we'll see how that turns out. Intriguing. But yes, we're coming off the bye week. Did the Jags lose the bye week? That's the first question. Did we win or lose the bye week, Shawn?
Well, I don't think we did anything to lose it, so we won it, I guess.
All right. Exactly. That's all you got. That's all you got to do is just do nothing.
Does a tie count?
Why would it be a tie?
I don't know. We didn't win. We didn't lose. We just.
Nope. Urban didn't do anything stupid. So there's that. That's a win. Nobody was stupidly traded. That's a win. And
everyone's healthy.
Yeah. Everybody's back.
We won.
Everybody's except for some. Everybody's back except for something else we'll talk about in a couple minutes. So I'd say it's a pretty W bye week. All right, let's go get straight into it. First things first, the Jags worked out 3 long snappers: Bo Brinkley, Cameron Canaday, and Garrison Sanborn. Nobody was signed yet. This was a couple days ago, so I assume none of them are going to get signed. I guess they're eyeing down our our long snapper's job. I don't know. I don't watch long snappers, so I don't know if he's been good or bad.
Apparently he was injured. That's why they were giving people workouts to get a hamstring injury.
Ross Matisic.
Yep. Ross Matisic.
Matisic? That's how it's pronounced?
Matisic. I think it is. I don't know.
I thought it was Matisic.
I don't know. It's a name.
Shawn, what's your opinion?
Don't care. Moving on.
Wow, okay.
It's a long. He doesn't care about long snappers. I'm disappointed.
Long snapper lives matters too.
I just call him Ross.
Ross. I don't think I ever heard you call him anything, actually.
Exactly.
Carson Tinker, Jaguars legend. I miss him.
Even
the long snapper.
Even when we were listing our roster predictions, you did not say his name.
True.
And he was one of 53.
I said right. The long snapping guy.
The guy who's going to make the roster anyways, because there's literally nobody else. All right. Next on the agenda is AJ Cann and DJ Chark. We already knew about Chark, but it's official now. They will both be out for the season. So goodbye, trash can. He will never play another snap for the Jaguars, in my opinion.
Yeah, he's gone.
I hope you get healthy. Don't get me wrong, but you're not good. There was like a chart earlier comparing all right guards, run win rate and pass block win rate, and he was bottom 3.
Very bad.
He was bottom 2 in pass pro and bottom 3 in run blocking. So yeah, he's gone. DJ Chark might come back for 1 year. Who knows? On other injury notes, we got Miles Jack and Tyson Campbell are back and healthy out of the bye week. So there's that. And Brandon Linder is still working back from a high ankle sprain. So he'll probably he's on IR, right? Did we put him on IR?
I have no idea.
I don't remember if we put him on IR.
His MCL's healed, but yeah, I think he'll be back
in a week or two, probably.
He'll be back.
Unless they're going to throw him at right guard, I could care less.
That is true. All right, so we're going to go jump straight into it because there's not that much other stuff. So we'll go ahead and predict week 8. The Jags play Seattle this week, but we're going to predict them last. So first things first, let's go ahead and look at our records. We'll start with last place today is still me, 61-46. Then we got Brian, 63-44. So I am only 2 games back now. I'm catching up. Then we got Shawn, 69-38. I caught up one spot. So I'm now down, I believe, I'm down 8 instead of 9 on Shawn, and I'm down 2 instead of 3 on Brian, and Brian and Shawn stayed the same distance.
Yes.
So yeah, let's go ahead and let me go ahead and pull up the schedule for this week. NFL week. This is week 8. Yeah. Unfortunately, we're already
Good
at week
Thursday night
8.
game coming up.
Yeah, big Thursday night game. That's what we're going to start with. Packers at Cardinals. That's tomorrow or today when you guys are seeing this podcast. So
This is a difficult one.
I'm taking Arizona. Devontae Adams is out. So is JJ Watt is also out, but they also get Cardinal. They get Chandler Jones back, which I think Chandler Jones is better than JJ Watt. So
Yeah.
obviously, I think anybody agrees with that. And DeAndre Hopkins is questionable, but he rarely misses games. Like he didn't miss the Jags one, and he had like rib issues. So
He didn't do anything though.
so he'll be back. It's a different type of injury as well. It's hamstring, but Cliff Kingsbury said it's not nothing to worry about. So who are you guys gonna take? We'll take Brian first. Or second.
God, this is difficult, man. Do they keep the undefeated? They're in Arizona, mind you. I think I got to go Arizona here. I mean, they're just on fire right now. And I mean, Devontae being out is huge. I'm going to go with the Cardinals.
The point spread moved 3.5 points when Devontae Adams was announced out.
Wow. That's...
So we're all going Cardinals then, huh?
Oh, so you're going Cardinals.
Seriously? Oh my God. Wow.
Yep, this was the game
All
that
right.
everybody was hoping would be an upset, and Arizona would go undefeated or would no longer be undefeated. But then Green Bay lost their best player. Well, who do you
If
think
Green
their
Bay
best
had
player?
kept Adams, I would have probably picked Green Bay.
Who do you think's their best player? Rodgers or Adams? Like currently.
Rodgers.
I think they could get by without Adams more than they could Rodgers, so I'm going to say Rodgers.
Yeah.
All right. I was just curious. Arguably their best player is out. All right. Next on the agenda is Panthers at Falcons. Give me the Falcons. Kyle Pitts masterclass for the 3rd week in a row.
The Falcons are 3-3. What do you know?
They've won multiple games. Well, the Panthers are still on their slide. So I mean, this could be the game they get. This could be they're in Atlanta. This could be the game they get back on track. But I don't know. Panthers, they do this every year. They start off really good for like the first 3, 4, 5 weeks, and then it's all the way downhill. So give me the Falcons. Shawn, you take this one.
Who's it? It's Falcons and who?
Cardinals. Panthers at Falcons. I cannot speak today.
Yeah, I'll go Atlanta because the Panthers lost to the Giants.
That's right. Okay. I got to go with Atlanta. I can't. Pitts is just developing more and more. He's going to destroy the secondary, which is not very good apparently. So
Carolina, did they even score? They didn't even score double digits. They lost like 25 to like 3 or 7.
They they got whooped 25 to like 9.
It was kind of embarrassing. Not kind of, it was.
It was
all
bad.
right. AFC South matchup: Titans at Colts. Shawn, you can take this one first.
I'm going with Titans. They're just playing too good right now.
All right. Give me the Titans as well.
Put me in a tough spot. The Colts, did they barely win or they barely lost?
They won by
like 12.
bit. Yeah, they won by double digits. Remember though, it was pouring, so nobody could throw.
And they played against
Tennessee's run game, if I'm not mistaken, is not the greatest.
I will admit Carson Wentz is playing pretty good, even though he was kind of trash.
He was bad that game, but in his defense, it was raining, so of course he's in. I got to go with the Colts. I got to be different here. Maybe I'll get lucky, but if not, then I'm falling.
Sickening that I have to root for Tennessee this week.
I'm gonna go with the Colts.
All right, so that's our first different prediction. All right, 4th game of the week: Dolphins at Bills. Give me the Bills in a shutout.
I think the Bills are going to win. I don't know about a shutout, but they are
Yeah,
gonna win.
I'm exaggerating there, but
Yeah. That's I'm going the Bills. That's just too obvious. Watch Miami win now. I swear.
that defense is going to kill Tua
Yeah. Yeah.
if he's not
Bills.
traded by then, of course.
Ooh.
Bills.
All right, Bengals at Jets. This one's another easy one. Give me the Bengals.
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 Bengals are actually a
That's
really
not-
good and surprising team this year. I'm really
happy
hoping the
for 'em.
Jags follow in the Bengals and Cardinals steps because they're both number 1 seeds and they both had the number 1 picks the last 2 years. So we're up next. Let's go. So all Cincinnati over New York Jets. They don't even have Zach Wilson this week. They have Mike White.
Yeah.
Are they going to
Even
score?
even if he had Wilson, I'd still pick the Bengals. I mean, they're bad.
Are they going to score in the first quarter though? Jets.
No.
Is Mike
probably
White going to
not.
give them their first quarter points?
No.
It'd be funny, but I don't think so.
That'd be hilarious if it was. Everybody would slander Zach Wilson so much. All right, next game. Steelers at Browns. Give me the Brown. Actually,
This is a good one.
this
'cause
one's
I
hard
think
because I
Baker
don't know.
back.
I don't know about the running backs. Baker should be back. He took first team reps.
I think Chubb might be back.
Kareem Hunt is on IR, so he's not back. But it's Chubb.
I think Chubb is back. Hold on.
How is Ben doing? They're in Cleveland.
Ben is Ben. So
Ben is Ben.
Yeah, Ben sucks.
Steelers are 3-3, and the Browns are 4-3. It's in
Browns
Cleveland.
coach Kevin Stefanski has expressed optimism that Chubb will play this week after the back sat out the Browns' Week 7 win over the Broncos.
He's been out 2 weeks in a row, so
I'm gonna go with the Browns regardless.
He was
Yeah,
limited in practice, so yeah, I'm going with the Browns.
I'm going Browns as well.
Because Darnell
So-
Johnson was a beast anyway.
Yeah, that Dramont, anybody can be a beast in that system. He had
True.
open holes all day. So that's all Cleveland. We've only had one game that we're different. Here we go again. We did this like a week or 2 ago.
It's hard. I mean, geez. But this one game I'm looking at, I don't know.
Eagles at Lions. Give me the Lions. They're gonna get their first win. This is gonna be the game that Jalen Hurts gets benched for Gardner Minshew.
You're putting the weight on me and Shawn now. Shawn and I.
I know Sean's going to take the Lions. He's a Lions fan. His bias mixed with the very well possibility of it makes it a guarantee Lions pick for Sean. So what are you going to do, Brian?
I'm picking the Lions. I'm rooting for them. I can't.
No way we're all taking the Lions.
The Lions are just playing like they're not winning, but they're playing well enough to win.
Where's it
games.
at?
They're in Detroit.
In Detroit. They literally just traded Flacco away so they could get Minshew in that QB2 role. They've been
Yeah.
talking about him all week.
You have
In
nothing
my-
to lose. You're ahead by like 6, so you could pick the Eagles and still be ahead. But if you pick the Lions, then you're playing it safe regardless.
But
So
he's
you have
a-
nothing to lose.
His
I
Lions,
was gonna
Lions
pick,
are a
I was
second
gonna
team.
pick the Lions. Anyway, I didn't think y'all were gonna pick the Lions.
Oh, I was planning on taking the Lions all week long.
I knew right away.
They got to
Oh.
get a win at some point, man. And the Philadelphia is not looking in a good spot right now. They get
Yeah,
Jalen
they're
Hurts is on
struggling.
his Blake Bortles garbage time beat.
Yep.
Gardner Minshew and Jalen Hurts are like the same person, just different race.
Can't
and
believe
one
we all
runs
picked the
better.
Lions. Oh my god.
I know this. We're
Never thought that
Jaguars
happened.
fans, all picking the Lions.
We're rooting for them, man. Everyone's out for the Lions. No one wants to see them continuously fail with Dan Campbell as their coach. I'm hyped for that guy.
We get it. You're a Dan Campbell stan. Every time Dan Campbell does literally anything, this guy sends like 4 tweets to the group chat in all caps. Every time it's in all caps. He's a-
Campbell.
He's a bigger Dan Campbell fan than Lions fans are.
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead. We're going to skip this next game because we're all taking the Rams.
He's
It's-
right.
Who are they
He's
playing?
right. The
Texans.
Texans.
Oh yeah.
Rams across the board. What's the Texans?
I'm starting the Rams defense this week.
Don't blame you.
You good over there, Teddy? Yeah, I got a dog now. 49ers at Bears. Give me the 49ers.
Niners. Cleo Max out.
Yeah.
Justin
Niners.
Fields is not good.
It's kind of hard. I feel bad for him, but at the same time, Bears fans have been kind of making it tough for me to feel bad because they've been like making excuses for him and they're just like being very obnoxious about it. So it's like, whatever.
Yeah, he had like 3 fumbles, 3 interceptions against a tore up secondary of the Bucks. Like everybody says it's the defending champs, but is what it is. It's a terrible defense. Not terrible, a terrible secondary. They had Richard Sherman for one game and he got hurt.
Yeah.
All right. Patriots at Chargers. Brian, take this one first.
Honestly, I could see the Patriots pulling an upset here. Well, is it really an upset though?
They blew them out hardcore last year. That was Justin Herbert's worst game of his career, probably. Because I don't think he wasn't that bad versus Baltimore.
Chargers either go 5-2 or 4-3.
He was pretty bad versus Baltimore.
He was, but I don't think he was as bad.
His QBR was like in the teens.
Oh yeah, it was like 10.
I think
It was like 10 something.
They're in San Diego. You know what? I'm gonna pick the Patriots.
they're in San Diego.
Sorry.
Did this guy just say
Los
San
Angeles.
Diego?
I'm picking the Chargers and Justin Herbert.
I'm taking the Chargers too. Why'd you do you're doing a Boston accent to say Chargers. I get it. All right, so let me go ahead and mark that down. And then the next game is actually a game we shall not speak about yet because the Jags don't play at 1 o'clock, guys. We're on the West Coast, so we're technically playing at 1 o'clock for somebody, just not us.
I gotta wake up early. I don't have to wake up early. I don't have to wake up early regardless. But now I gotta wait. Unbelievable.
Well, do you prefer 4 o'clock games or 1 o'clock games? Genuine question.
One.
Because I know a lot of people hate
I prefer London time zone games because it's over by 1 o'clock and I can go home.
What the heck is that noise?
That was weird. It stopped.
Oh,
What noise?
oh, okay. I don't know
Alright.
who that was.
Okay.
All right. So next game that we're going to talk about is an actual, I guess you could say, interesting one. Buccaneers at Saints.
Buccaneers.
Yeah, the Saints, they go every other game when they're going to have a good game that they win. I guess they had their good game against Seattle.
They
won
squeaked out the win. I'm going with
13
the
to
Bucks.
10.
Bucks are gonna destroy them.
I'm going Bucks as well. So all Tampa over New Orleans. Brian, the fact you're not a Buccaneers fan is kind of sad for your part.
I mean, I like the Bucks. I've always enjoyed watching them when I can, but
You really chose the Jags over the Buccaneers. Washington at Broncos, the game of the two teams that are not good. So is this the toilet bowl of the week?
yeah,
I'm gonna
It
go
is.
with the football team.
I'm going football team too. I've been on football team has disappointed my expectations, but I'm still holding out hope.
I just think Heineke's better than Bridgewater.
Bridgewater
Yeah.
is so bad.
But the defense for Washington has been awful, which is weird.
The offense for the Broncos isn't very good, regardless. So
They're in Denver. I'm going with the Broncos. I'm going to pick different here.
Okay. I could tie it up with Brian right now.
Yep.
Actually, I could pass Brian.
Yeah, this could be very bad.
All right. So Washington football team over Denver. Oh, I did that incorrect. All right, I'll get that in a second. Next game, Cowboys at Vikings. Brian, you take it first.
In Minnesota, night game. The Vikings are 3-3. That's weird.
Keep in mind how close all the Vikings games have been.
Cowboys are 5-1. I gotta go with Dallas.
All right, Shawn.
give me them boys.
I'm gonna take them too. I was wrong. I'll admit I was wrong on the Cowboys. They've already beat my season predictions for them. So I'll take the L
Wow.
on that.
Jeez.
I thought they were gonna be bad. I think
a lot of people expected them to be bad because no one knew what Dak was going to be like when he came back.
I mean, Vikings could pull an upset because I don't sleep. I think the Vikings are better than their 3-3 record says.
No, for sure.
But I think Dallas is just really, really good. So, all right. Then we got Monday. No, that's Sunday night football. So then for Monday Night Football, we got Giants at Chiefs. Oh goodness. I'll take
This could.
I'll take this first. The Chiefs are gonna try and get it back on track. They've at least beat bad teams. They have not lost to have they lost to a bad team? No, they beat Washington. They beat Philadelphia. They beat the bad teams. So I'm gonna take Kansas City.
I'm going with Chiefs.
Is Tony back yet?
I don't know.
Shit.
Sterling Shepard should be back. I believe.
Sterling Shepard doesn't move the needle.
If Tony was back, if Tony was back and like confirmed back right now, I'd probably say the Giants, but I'm gonna go with the Chiefs.
The hope is the dynamic rookie sees the field against the Chiefs this week.
If he does, that dude is going for 200 plus again.
You know what?
Tony is dressed for Wednesday's practice and was spotted going through stretches with his teammates.
This is the week where I either catch up to Shawn or I fall behind Josiah. I'm going with the Giants.
Ugh!
I'm taking it. I'm just accepting my fate.
Here we go again. Yikes.
Yeah, I'm about to get destroyed, or I'm about to take off and surprise everybody.
You pick Kansas City to get over the Titans, and now you're picking against Kansas City, and you're probably going to lose again. We'll
Probably.
see. All right, so now we have the last prediction of the week. You all know what it is. It's the Jags game. Jags going to the West Coast to play Seattle. They've never won a game in Seattle. They're 0-3 on the West Coast against Seattle. Gino is playing, though. Don't drop your mic over there.
All right.
Gino is playing. A guy blinder than Fournette is running the ball. Alex Collins probably has the worst vision I've ever seen of an NFL running back.
Yeah, I saw it. It was bad.
I'll pick second. So, Shawn, you can pick first.
I'm going
Scores.
with the Jaguars to win their first time winning in Seattle.
Wow.
You can see
Final
my dog.
score 27-17.
All right.
We hold the team under 20 points.
For the first time in how long?
Who knows?
They showed like some graphic of teams that have given up the most, like 20 points in every game. All right. So for me, I'm going to take the Jags. I feel like this is a game that if we let Gino beat the heck out of us, I'm giving up I will give up on life after that because Gino is terrible. Alex Collins is terrible. They're missing two of their crucial players. I know it is the West Coast, but I don't think that really matters. We have a new coaching staff, new players, I'm hoping. We have Trevor Lawrence now. We don't have all these other guys. So
Sidney Jones, we're facing Sidney Jones.
Sidney Jones is trash. He is terrible. If you guys still regret that trade, he's not much better than anything we have. Stop whining over there, please. I'll take the Jags 28. No field goals this week from Matthew Wright. He's gonna have he's just gonna chill on the bench. 28-13.
Damn.
That Gino offense is terrible.
Okay.
13 points. Gosh, I can't see it.
Yeah. We're gonna pick the Jags to win.
Woo!
However,
Triple Jags again. We've done this too many times this season.
Final score 27-19. Jason Myers misses a field goal. Or I'm sorry, not a field goal, an extra point. He misses an extra point. Re-predicting the stat lines or no?
We will in a second, yes.
Okay. Do you want me to start with it?
We'll start with your Trevor Lawrence. We do Trevor first every week.
All right, I'll do Trevor. Trevor is going to throw 26 for 37, 307 yards.
Another 300-yard game in the books.
Yep. Bad defense by Seattle. 2 touchdowns no interceptions, no fumbles.
How many are on Jamal Adams? Touchdowns.
All
One. Only one of them. The other one's on Sydney. Marvin Jones mossing Sydney.
I would literally laugh for a solid 20 minutes if that happened. Shawn, you're up.
Trevor is going to go 21 of 29 for 275 and 2.
All right, give me Trevor going 24 for 31. He's going to throw for 297 yards and 1 touchdown. No interceptions.
Okay.
All right, Shawn, take it away with the Wingard prediction. Your weekly.
Dewey Wingard will have 8 tackles,
Oh my God.
1 for a loss.
We need to check these one week, like some weeks, and see if he's how
8
close
tackles, 1 for a loss, 1 interception.
Oh,
he is. Gino
right.
going down sad.
Gino gets picked off by the Dewmeister.
He jumps the route, a deep route intended for DK Metcalf.
I will be sick to my stomach because I have DK on my fantasy team. All right. So for my player prediction, I'm going to do Shaquille Griffin revenge game. I think he's going to give up only 3 receptions he's going to cover. The 3 receptions are all going to be on DK Metcalf. He's going to switch, but nobody's going to get anything else on him. DK Metcalf, 3 receptions, 32 yards, and he's going to finally get a pick.
Yay.
He's had so many opportunities. It's going to be against Seattle where he finally gets it done. He's going to have 1 interception. Tackles, who cares how many tackles a corner gets? Shawn's
Marvin
playing in the
Jones.
Darkness.
Marvin
It's okay.
Jones will be my second pick. He will have 4 receptions, 87 yards. Actually, you know what? We'll go with 77 yards. 1 of Trevor's touchdown against Sidney Jones in the red zone. Going to be specific here. He's going to moss Sidney, and it's going to be hysterical.
All right.
Are you petting a dog?
Yes. I don't want him whining during the podcast, bro.
Hold the dog.
I'll hold him later. All right. So my third prediction is going to be James Robinson, of course. I'm going to give James Robinson 157 yards. Is that a career?
Wait, who was
day
your
again?
second? Who was your second pick?
Shaquille Griffin.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
So I'm giving James Robinson 157 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Jesus.
I would
Going
be
a
so
Henry.
lit with that.
Trevor, that's why Trevor had 1
God.
touchdown, because I think
Yeah.
this is going to be the game. Oh, I forgot to say how many carries. 21 carries. He finally goes over 20 carries.
Finally.
Yeah, that's a good yards per carry.
He is one of the best yards per carry in the league.
I know.
There should be
21
no-
for 157.
There should be no surprise at a good yards per carry.
Wow. So he breaks off 2 long runs, essentially.
They're not gonna be touchdown runs, obviously.
Well, yeah, of
but
course. Yeah.
One's gonna be up the middle, one's gonna be on the side
Okay.
sideline.
Well, my third person is going to be Jamal Agnew. Jamal
Noise again.
Agnew. What noise?
That's Shawn. I can see the mic on the side.
What's wrong with Mike being right there?
Do you hear that, Brian?
Yeah.
What does it sound like?
It's like a
It's like a drumming noise.
Yeah.
Interesting.
There, it stopped.
There, it
Okay.
stopped.
Okay, so anyway, Jamal Agnew is my third player. He's going to have 6 catches,
Oh.
105 yards,
Oh.
no touchdowns.
Aw, sadness. No touchdowns.
Damn.
1 carry,
Oh.
18 yards,
Is it gonna be a
Ooh, jet
touchdown?
sweep.
no touchdowns.
That's fine.
All right, Brian.
All right.
Who's your third player?
Dewan Smoot,
Woo!
4 tackles, 2 pressures, 1 sack, fumble, recovered by Devon Hamilton.
Only 2 pressures.
Oh, wait. I'm taking a 4th prediction just because I need to get this. Josh Allen's going to have 6 pressures, 2 sacks. Geno is terrible in the pocket, bro.
Now that you say that, I forgot Gino's terrible pocket awareness. We'll make it 5 pressures.
6 pressures from Josh, 2
We'll keep it
sacks.
1 sack. We'll keep it 1 sack though.
Yeah, Josh is better than Smoot, so he better get more.
Caleb on Chase on 7 sacks.
7 sacks.
Imagine. I would be all over I'd be on the hype train again if he did.
I'd probably pass out.
Imagine though, 7 sacks. Has that ever happened? What's the single game sack record? I know Chandler Jones had
Close.
5 earlier week.
I think it's like probably like 7 or 9 or something like that. Probably.
I'll check it. What's the NFL single game sack record?
7.
According to NFL.com.
What? According to it's to Legend, but it's on NFL.com. In 1952, apparently this guy had a 17 sack game.
Yeah, that didn't count sacks until after that.
Derek Thomas. Derek Thomas
7.
had 7. Derek Thomas had 6. So Derek Thomas owns 1 and 2.
Yeah, Caleb on Chase on 7 sacks.
Caleb on Chason. Not Chason's going for 8, bro. He's going for the record.
I would die.
Josh Allen's gonna back up so he can get that 8 sack.
I will ascend into the heavens.
If that happens, I'm re-signing Chason immediately. I'm just kidding. All right, guys, we're gonna take a quick break and we'll be back for the rest of the podcast. So see you guys in a second. All right, guys, we are back. I now have a dog in my lap. Let's see how long he stays here for. Is he settling down? I think he is. But yeah, guys, so we are back. Let's go ahead and wrap this up. We actually have some questions. So first, let's go ahead and get into the questions. We actually do have some viewer questions this week. First thing we have is from Patrick, a loyal viewer. Thank you for watching the podcast, Patrick. Thank you for your comments as well. We constantly give up 8 to 12-yard gains over the middle of the field, often to tight ends, tight ends and crossing routes. How do we fix that, Shawn?
Stop playing Wingard manned up with tight ends who are 6'5" and 260 pounds when he's 6 foot 200 pounds.
Yeah.
Maybe put Miles Jack on that guy and let Wingard cover the running back out of the flat.
That's true.
That's what I would do. Or maybe Jenkins.
Who is it that blew the coverage to Uzama when Miles Jack looked like he got beat? But
that was Trey Herndon, I believe. It was Trey Herndon ended up going with the wrong guy.
And then
Trey Herndon is like 5'10", $185.
Miles Jack Miles Jack looked stupid, even though it wasn't his guy. He was trying to run from across the field.
Weekly miscommunications by the defense. It has to stop.
So, Miles Jack is supposed to be your best coverage linebacker, supposed to be. And now they took the green dot off him, so I would have him just shadow the tight ends.
They gave the green dot to Jenkins, apparently.
Yeah, I would shadow tight ends with Miles Jack if that doesn't work, then there's nothing that you can do.
Yeah.
All right. Next, you got any opinions on that, Brian?
Miles Jack needs to cover the tight ends, and not only that, but we do need better interior tight ends. I mean, I'd give Shaq Quarterman a shot. I mean, he's good against the run, but let's see how he is against the pass. Dewey's got to stop covering the tight ends, as Shawn said. Let Miles do it, or let Quarterman do it. Whoever can do it. Just somebody that isn't Dewey. As great as Dewey can be in other aspects.
Even Rayshawn could do it probably. He's bigger.
Somebody that's larger than Dewey. Dewey's just not a guy you want to put on a tight end. That's like a disaster waiting to happen.
That's like, oh my gosh, I swear, when we play the Falcons, please do not do what the Dolphins did. They put Eric Rowe on Kyle Pitts almost the entire game, and that was disgusting.
Please don't put Dewey single coverage on Kyle Pitts.
That should be illegal. That was disgusting. All right, next question. This is from Link. Buy or sell? Trade 2 first-round picks for a premier wide receiver. Buy or sell? Do it.
I'm selling. I'm not doing it.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. What the hell?
Yeah, that's too much. Sell. I'm not spending 2 firsts on a wide receiver 1.
Especially I'm not sending this year's first. We're gonna have like a top
pick. We are not in a position to give up picks to get one guy when we have multiple problems on the team. It would be stupid. I would call for Urban and Balky's head immediately. I'd be so pissed.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
All right.
Even if it's Adams, I don't care.
Well, Devontae Adams has gone into a contract year. What if it was Jamar Chase?
I love Chase, but I can't. Nope.
So you're
Find someone to
saying
develop.
you wouldn't trade 2 first-rounders for a guy who I think most people consider to be a Hall of Famer if he stays healthy.
It's a little at a stretch.
Yeah, it's his rookie year. You could fall off a
7
cliff
games
on him.
into his rookie season.
I know, I'm
People are
just
calling him a
saying.
Hall of Famer.
He looks really good. I'm just saying. If he stays healthy, I think he'll be a Hall of Famer. Same for Kyle Pitts. Anyways, James Robinson over 125 rushing yards Sunday. I already said
Yes.
Buy.
yes, I'm buying that. I already
Yes.
did that.
Buy.
Buying that
100%.
hard.
100%.
hardcore.
Shaquille Griffin holds Metcalf to under 50 yards. I already said yes to that
Yeah.
earlier.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm
Bye.
buying that.
I don't know if Metcalf will have just 50 yards or less. I think he'll cook somebody else, but
Yeah.
They're eventually going to get him on Tyson Campbell. They're going to figure out a way to get it that way.
yeah, because they got Tyler Lockett. So, and the Jags are too dumb to make sure Shaquille Griffin follows wherever he goes. They did that with Chase. Speaking of Chase, they had Chase locked down with Griffin, and then they just say, yeah, let's put Tyson Campbell on him, and he beats him for like a 40-yard route.
Yep.
All right, last one. Matthew Wright game-winning field goal, number 2. No, I said no field goals this game.
Yeah.
Anyways, so.
Sell because we're gonna already be to the point where he wouldn't be able to kick a winning field goal. Maybe a go-ahead field goal.
All right. Last question is from Gordo. What are y'all projections for the rest of the season? Not maybe 3, 4 more wins potentially, maybe 5.
12-5, baby.
All right.
And then if we lose, 11-6. If we lose again, 10-7.
Jesus.
Brian, give
Honestly,
us your real. Don't give us podcast nice positive, Brian. Give us real, Brian.
The floor for me, I'm gonna do it like that. The floor is
Well, the floor is we could win no more games.
we'll win more games, even if it's the floor. We'll be 3-14 if it's the floor, but that's bad. Like that point, Trevor's like the defense is just atrocious. The ceiling is 8-9 expectation.
Generous.
6-11.
Realistically, I think we're winning 3 out of the next 7.
That's fair.
That is fair. We're beating
That's
the
fair.
Jets because if we lose to the Jets,
If we
I
lose to
wanna
the Jets,
die.
I'm gonna lose my
We're
mind.
beating the Seahawks, Falcons, and somebody else. The Jets are not in the next 7, but it's somebody else. I can't remember who.
Wilson should obviously be back, but that doesn't change anything.
Do you think Trevor Lawrence, because we play the Patriots like week 15 or 16 or 17, I
it's
forget, there's
15.
18 weeks. We played them their second last game, so that'd be week 17.
Yeah.
Do you think he'll be far enough past the rookie quarterback? Because that's basically, he's at week 17. Are you really a rookie anymore with all the experience you've had? That is a full season because
Yeah.
that'd be 17 games. Do you think he'll still get put in the rookie quarterback gutter that is the Patriots defense? Davis Mills didn't.
I don't know. It's hard to beat Bill,
It
rookie
is.
quarterback, but Trevor's going 2-0 against fellow rookies.
Facts.
And if Trey Lance, we played Niners too, right?
Yeah.
If Trey Lance, I think we got. That's what it was. I think we can beat them. We play them in the next 7. I think we can beat them. They look like dog crap.
Yeah, they're disappointing a lot.
Karen's gonna be down in the dumps.
So
on that
if
one.
Trey Lance starts, he'll be 3-0 against rookie quarterbacks.
I thought it was Karen just, it could be either one. I'm dumb. Anyways, that is all the viewer question segment. So now, last thing on the agenda is trade deadline. The trade deadline is on November 2nd. So by the time the next podcast comes out, the trade deadline will have ended. Do you guys have any players you want on the deadline? Shawn, give one player first. Give everybody a chance to give a name before you take them all.
I want Michael Thomas. I know he's not the speed guy, but I want him. I want him bad.
He's a bona fide number 1. So
I feel like what his contract situation is and how much salary cap that would free up for the Saints. I probably would start the offer with at like a 5th round pick maybe, and then I would go as high as a 3rd rounder. We have 2 of them. I'd go as high as a 3rd rounder for Michael Thomas.
Interesting.
Because his salary cap is really bad, or really huge, and their salary is like, as we know, they found a way to get under this year, but it's gonna be really crappy next year again. So That would free up so much for them.
Let us mention, by the way, we don't necessarily think this will happen. This is just what we want to happen before any party poopers come in and try to.
No, it's happening, dog.
No Warden Seabold out here.
Jeez. God. Who do I want? I don't know if this is possible because of his contract and he's going to be a free agent next year, but I think we could probably make something happen, and Denver's not in a great situation. Cortland Sutton.
I know you want that, but God, that is like 0% chance of happening.
It's a 0% chance happening, but God, if it happened, I would never complain about Urban Meyer again. I would offer.
He's their franchise receiver, man.
Judy might be.
They got Judy and Hamler, but
true.
I just feel
That's the thing. Their wide receiver
I
room
don't
is
see
getting
Hamler.
filled up.
I don't see Hamler.
But both those guys have been hurt though, man. Cortland Sutton is like been the guy playing.
You offer enough. That front office has not been good. So I think if we offered, I would offer at most, I would give him a 2nd round pick. And if they don't take it, all right, move on.
He was
But if they
drafted
take
in
it-
the 2nd round, so that'd be breaking even.
Yeah.
I don't know if they do that, but actually I know they won't do that, but still we can hope
You never
and
know.
pray.
Yeah.
Mine is going to be another one that it's not going to happen, but I want Brandon Cooks from the Texans. So
Realistically,
I want that speed. He's the number
Really?
1 receiver. He's got that speed, man. Like,
realistically, based on what for some reason John said it, John Shipley, Denzel Mims.
Denzel Mims is another one.
I don't hate that at all.
Brandon Ayuk as well.
I wouldn't hate. That's another one I was thinking about. Either of those guys in a better environment. Denzel has a quarterback. Ayuk has a quarterback now. If he
Ayuk will actually
comes
get
with us.
used.
I think we would. He's fast too.
It's gonna
I
be
think
Odell.
he
It's
could-
gonna be Odell Beckham. Watch.
If it's Odell, I don't know how I'd react.
Hey, we already got Shawn and I both got banger tweets off that Odell edit. So
Oh, God.
I wouldn't hate it if
I
it
wouldn't
was
hate
like
it
if
either.
the compensation wasn't really high. I'd give a 6th at best. I feel like because like
people
his
think
contract,
Odell is
his-
washed, but I just
his
don't think he
contract's
fits
probably
well.
high. He looks washed, and there's a lot of seems like he doesn't want to be there anymore. So I throw a 6th out there. See if they want to bite on it. I throw all 3 of them. I'll give you all 3 of our 6 rounders.
But yeah, my number 1 outside of Michael Thomas is I want Brandon Cooks so bad.
I want him too. And honestly, I feel like I know it's an end division trade and it probably won't happen, but the Texans seem like sellers right now. So I mean,
He's good with literally any quarter. He's good with Jared Goff, who Jared Goff is like mid.
you could probably lob a 3rd rounder and try to get him.
Yeah, imagine Trevor with a deep threat like Brandon Cooks, bro. Oh my gosh, heavenly.
Wild.
Yeah, that's our trade deadline hopes. You guys got any other names off the top of your head? I'd like a corner as well if possible.
Some people were saying Xavier Howard, but I don't see that happening.
Yeah, I don't see that either.
Probably he'll cost too much.
Plus, whether we're a different team now or not, Xavier Howard already said in the past
already
that
mentioned.
he doesn't like he doesn't like the Jags, and he'd never go here. Which obviously that was years ago, and we're a different team now. But I still don't think he'd want to come here, and he has a no trade clause.
I mentioned in the group chat, but I wouldn't mind Kyle Fuller.
Kyle Fuller is pretty trash.
He's not great.
If it's a 6th rounder, I'm okay with it.
6th or 7th max.
That's all.
I saw another name floating around that was posted by one of those verified sources was Melvin Ingram, but I don't think we'll go for him just because he was there to sign.
Yeah,
and
I
we
was
didn't.
gonna say, didn't they literally sign him? Is that like a sign and trade?
Yeah, they signed him, and then now he's on the. They signed him at the beginning of the season, and now I saw his name floating around as potential trade before the deadline. But he's got a lot of pressures this year.
Yeah, he's been pretty good for them.
So I was like, man, I'd love a 6th rounder for him, but they could have had him for free or for nothing if they would have just signed. But maybe he didn't want to sign here because he wanted to go to somebody who's going to win. Now they're trying to trade his ass.
Force him to be here.
I'm saying get a 6th rounder. Now he can't. He has to be here.
Yep.
Pretty much.
I can't think of anybody else. You just don't really trade good players at this point. You trade.
Yeah.
You got to find somebody who has who's deep.
Is
At
there anybody you
positions.
want to trade away?
I don't think we're going to trade anybody away. I wouldn't be opposed to lobbing Miles Jack if someone wanted to give us a good return on him. Like if someone was like, "Hey, we'll give you a 2nd and a 5th rounder for Miles Jack," I might take that.
I wouldn't hate it.
His contract's big and he kind of sucks.
I want a 1st rounder I want to.
You're not gonna get a first rounder for
I
an off the
know.
ball linebacker.
You're not
You're not gonna get a first rounder for an off the ball linebacker.
Nobody that's tradable except I'm not even gonna mention him. No one's really tradable at this point that's gonna lob a first. But I would, you know who I would trade?
Package Miles Jack and Cam Robinson for a mid first rounder.
I was gonna say we can
Never
trade
gonna
Cam
happen.
Robinson.
That's not gonna happen.
We could trade Cam Robinson for a fourth.
I'm saying
Give
if
him to
someone
the
offered
Ravens.
a 2 for Miles Jack, you probably take it.
Yeah, I would.
Just
probably.
because that lets you that gets Shaq Quarterman on the field.
Mhm.
See what he can do. Freeze
Dylan
not-
Moses
not that
whenever
we-
he's healthy.
Yeah, not that we need cap space, but it frees it up. And honestly, he's not playing up to his salary. So
He's right.
it's if I don't really want to do that. I'm just saying if someone was like, "Yo, we'll give you a 2," and it's like a team that's like kind of crappy, and so you know that 2 is gonna be like on the plus side of 20, like 20 or up. I'm gonna be like, I'll probably take it.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, I love Miles Jack, but it wouldn't be the most surprising thing in the world.
Well,
Jags-
just wake up
Jags
tomorrow.
Twitter would be in shambles.
Yeah,
Jags
I really
Twitter.
wouldn't be.
I'd be. Even though I'd understand it, kind of.
I'd be sad about it just because like I want him to be great like he was last year.
And I
But
still
maybe
think
now
he
that
can.
maybe now that the dot is, I gotta see how he plays without the dot for a couple weeks, and then I won't have a couple weeks. We have this week. Let's see how he plays without the dot for this week, and then see,
Exactly.
then reevaluate.
Against Geno, bro.
Yeah, if he looks like dog crap against the Seahawks at this point,
Trade.
if someone offered me something for him, I'd go ahead, take him, put him back in a 4-3 as an outside linebacker.
Pretty much. Either way, hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the podcast. We'll be back next week. Have a lot to talk about. Hopefully we come back on another W, but we'll have to see. Either way, make sure to like, subscribe, comment, share. Ask us any questions you want us to answer next week at Ask Them Below or on Twitter. Follow our Twitter. All the links and everything are in the description below. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we will see you guys next time.